It's a couple Jordan 1 retros and they gotta be in your collection. You just collect them, you never gon' step in. I can respect it, but that ain't for me. I gotta lace up these black cement 3s and throw a little fit together. Get on the go out, place a bid, and hopefully I can just hit forever. I'm from the bottom, a little wanna ride with this part about culture, you gotta be fly. Ralph Lauren with the Air Forces, put that shit on to the day that I die. Nikes over Adidas.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy DaRetroWizKid, the shoeologist, and y'all rocking with your boy in the sneaker dungeon, y'all. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today, we have a sneaker, and I mean, look, y'all, before we get into the video, just letting y'all know, we ain't over here to talk about what Kanye got going on in the news and all this crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people would say he needs to be in a mental institution right now, but we are here to talk strictly about these shoes. And I like what on the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the guy be having me rolling sometimes, but G was like, I hope they don't cancel the Yeezy slides. But when it comes to the shoes, man, that's all I'm here to talk about is strictly these sneakers right here. Talk about how I think they feel, how I think they've changed with the 700 model. And right here today we have the new analog 700 Mnvn, and these released on October 6th. Suggested retail was $220. Now, when it comes to this shoe, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it didn't sell out, and I knew it didn't sell out when I hit. I was like, dang, I don't never really hit for nothing on confirmed, and I noticed that there's a lot of sites that still had them, and you had a lot of overseas sites with everything that's been going on. I noticed that a lot of the overseas sites, they're starting to drop a lot of different Yeezys. They had one spot, I can't even think of who, I know End had like 6 pairs of Yeezys up the other day. It was another store that had about 4 or 5, 6, maybe even more pairs. But yes, we've been seeing a lot of different Yeezys dropping. And the first time I saw this shoe, actually, because it was not on my radar whatsoever, was I seen my boy Tony D2Wow do a video on him. Shout out to Tony D. And when I saw him, I was like, damn, them is slick. Like, it's not too many of the 700 Mnvns other than like the blue pair and the orange pair that I thought were like really dope. But when I saw this pair and I was like, damn, they laceless. I mean, we had the phosphor pair that came out back in like June, I want to say it was, but I wasn't really feeling those highlighter type vibes. So with all that being said, man, we're going to jump into this full detail review and on feet of the 700 Mnvn analog. Yeah! So right here, starting off, regular Yeezy box with the 700 written on it, all brown box, nothing crazy, boost on the side, Yeezy 700 Mnvn on this side, and then made by Adidas, and on the other side, of course, the size tag, and it does read Yeezy 700 Mnvn. Now, I did go a half size up in these because normally I go true to size with the 700s, but when I heard Tony D talking about them, he was talking about you could go up, so I went on ahead and I jumped up to a half a size from my normal true to size of an 11, and the official name and colorway is Analog. Now look, y'all, I already checked these bad boys out, and I think that these things are gas. Let's get these things up out the box. And we in there! Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Now, y'all, I already know what y'all thinking, man. These things are different. And I mean, the Mnvns already having a different type of upper on them. They're different. But I honestly think that making them without the laces gives them some type of character and makes them have some type of vibe to me. And of course, this colorway right here being a simple colorway, I mean, black and white or like a little ivory type vibe, because it's not all the way white, but you know what I'm saying, having kind of like an off-white type upper on it. I think that these are just something that you can simply just throw on with a white tee if you want, some black jeans, a black hoodie or something like that, and get the stepping, or a gray hoodie. But you know what I'm saying, really just slick. It can go with a lot of different things. Now, starting off with the bottom of the sneaker right here, you guys can see we have this black and white bottom down there. Of course, you can see that boost coming in between the little spots down there on the bottom. Yes, these do have boosts in them, which is something that I think is super fire. Always nice to have a pair of Yeezys with the boost. Now, you do have Adidas branding down there as well. Looking at the midsole having that chunky chunk. You feel me? That chunkiness on that midsole. And I don't know why, but when I look at the shoe, I feel like it's a little bit chunkier than the original 700. This is my first pair of Mnvns in the collection. And I mean, depending on, I wish they had dropped the blue pair like this. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to drop like an OG color, like if they did an OG color, like a Wave Runner type vibe on these, I think that would actually be slick fire. But yes, this pair losing the standard lace. This new take right here is the 700 Mnvn, but you know, it does still have some of the same mixtures of the original 700, and that's what I would say would be the midsole, and just the shape in general gives off the vibe of the OG 700 type vibe. Now you do have synthetic materials that are used on the upper. You have this heron color, the bright white across the base, dark black along the instep and adjacent overlays. Then you have the silver metallic numbering right there. I didn't take a picture, but I want to say that this might be 3M right here. I'm not 100% positive, but I think that 700 might be 3M right there in that silver. The most notable thing that you can notice on this shoe from the other Mnvns is the fact that the tongue, you have this laceless pair right here. Now the modification with the tongue is a padded neoprene, and you know, it kind of makes the shoe. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like having the tongue like that makes this shoe so much doper. You feel me? And you know, a lot of the Yeezys kind of give off like a futuristic type vibe, and these right here, I'm just really digging the vibe of these, and I'm glad that I didn't pass them up. And you know what, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. If I hadn't a hit on them, and I would have seen that they didn't sell out, but I'm assuming that everybody that went for them got them because they didn't sell out. So I probably would have still, if I had got them, if I would have been able to get them off of another site for retail, I probably would have bought them. But I'll keep it a buck with you guys, I wouldn't have paid resale for this shoe. If I couldn't have got this shoe for retail, it was definitely not a cop on the aftermarket for me. I would have just went on ahead and let it pass over. But definitely feeling the vibes of these. We're gonna go ahead and throw these bad boys on feet real quick so you guys can check them out, and then we'll wrap the video up. Yeah!
Gold medal cause the nigga be winning. Regular 9 but the clip is extended. Yeah, I fuck on your bitch and then I pay for an inch. She came with a friend so they gon' all get the business. She won't don't know. I got too many bitches, yeah I know several. I put my baby in Prada and she a devil. I put it in her, she be hitting falsettos. Promise I won't share a little secret. Molly pill got a kick. Left a nigga for the week. Me eat her, but she vegan. Yeah, I fuck her, she gon' walk like a pink. When I said I love you, baby, I've been a drink. Gas like smell it reek. Red bottoms on the seam. Sprite and turn into a remix. Pocket rocket, Lil Phoenix. About the money and I mean it. More cheddar cause I need it. Cold wrist, this a freezer. My new bitch, yeah, she a diva. New trim and a leader. New plug, yeah, keep Cause roll it like a leaf. Cause smoke in a beam. I'm running through bitches, that's why I keep on my sneakers. And my niggas ball, no, we don't sit in the bleachers. Yeah, I fuck on your sister, but I still think it decent. Yeah, I break it hard, and you can keep all the pieces. I hear that they saying that I'm a demon. Lean cups, cause I'm fiending. Big blunts to the cookie. Officers wanna book me. Where'd he go? He got him looking. Leg dropper, then I X-Pac. A bed rocker, shorty, a head monster. Kurt Angle, the way I leg locker. Undertaker, then power dropper. We off the ropes, look at the stars. Now we on the dope. I serve a bars, then I serve a coke. Gun is too large, it stick out the coat. Pussy so wet, so I bought a boat. Don't need no more kids, I'm just gon' bust in the throat. Gold medal cause the nigga be winning. Regular 9 but the
Hope you guys enjoyed the full detailed review over the 700 Mnvn analog, and you know, I just think that it's definitely a slick shoe. It's not overdoing it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just dropped the all black pair and they could have did like a little 700 right there with the silver, you know what I'm saying, with an all black pair. I think that would also be dope. But definitely a clean shoe. Let me know down below if you guys are messing with these jokers, man. I mean, I think the little pull tab having the little silver and the little silver hits right here that they give you on the back of the sneaker and also on the front, you know, contrasting the 700 numbering on the sneaker, I think that just makes them a vibe, man. Definitely something slick, something different. I've never had a shoe that looked like this with this type of material on the upper. And again, it does look like the 700 makeup. You guys can see I have a pair of the Wave Runners right here, and the build of the sneaker is still built the same. Just, you know, honestly, I do, for some reason, just looking at these, I feel like these look chunkier, but I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. And these did release earlier on this year, and I was able to catch a pair of those. That was the first shoe that I hit on confirmed or Adidas period in like almost 2 years. So this year finally got what, 1, 2, 3 pairs of Yeezys this year offer to confirm, but that's it. But we on a slight roll. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Stay tuned to the channel. We got some early heat dropping, man. Hopefully we get lucky and we get a pair of those Canyon purple things, man. Them 4s. Now those, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I miss on those, I'm gonna have to pay to play. I've had my eyes on those for a minute, but I want to try for retail first. But y'all already know, it is your boy DaRetroWizKid. I will spin them pictures for y'all. Until the next video, peace, love in Laguna Beach, and we out this thing. Yeah!
It's a couple Jordan 1 retros and they gotta be in your collection. You just collect them, you never gon' step in. I can respect it, but that ain't for me. I gotta lace up these black cement 3s and throw a little fit together. Get on the go out, place a bid, and hopefully I can just hit forever. I'm from the bottom, I still wanna ride, but this part about culture, you gotta be fly. Ralph Lauren with the Air Forces, put that shit on to the day that I die. Nikes over Adidas, dead stressed and I don't even try. Take all my Jordans and forces away from me and watch a young nigga steal.